Mm. I must have fallen asleep without realizing it at some point last night. Still a bit groggy, I lift myself up from the tatami floor. What woke me up was the bright sunlight shining through the thin gap between the curtains.
よく寝るな、この子は。
I really wish I could stay here until she wakes up, but that's probably not possible.
待っていたいんだけど。
I got school! Oh, right, that too. I promised Mio I'd show up to school on time.
昨日の今日で約束を破ったら本当に嫌われるかもしれないしな。
Yeah. And I really want to stay on her good side, if at all possible. I quickly gather what little I need for school and prepare to head out. Guess I'll at least leave her a note. I leave breakfast for her on the table along with a simple note reading, "For you." If she's still here when I get back, well, I guess then we can sit down and hear her story.
だけど帰っても誰もいなかったら、もしもまだいたとしても何を聞いても答えてくれなかったら。
Well, the chances of that would be negligible, since, the plot wouldn't be able to progress without her. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
だったら部屋中のものがこっそり盗まれていたら。
Then it's deserved. Well, I guess then I'll have learned my lesson and I'll never bring home girls who fall out of the sky again. After a short muffled laugh, I begin to ponder the situation. Come to think of it though, there's not much in here that I'd actually care about being stolen. Well, besides one thing. Turn around and walk back toward the desk in my room. I proceed to pull out the diary book from inside the drawer and stow it in my book bag before leaving the apartment. I love Fractured Moon. Man, I'm such a dumbass. Head falls onto the top of my well-varnished light brown desk. I forgot to buy lunch again. It hits me like an arrow mere seconds after lunchtime rolls around. I say people learn from their mistakes, but no, not me. I repeat them ad infinitum. And I guess and I also forgot my wallet. Great. Just great.
救えないドジだな。
Shut up. Shinku giggles humorously. Oh. Shut it.
日記を取りに引き返した時思い出せばよかったのに。財布のこと。
Well, why didn't you remind me?
そうやって甘やかすのもユーマに悪いだろ。
I mean... Bro? Who says you can't have the best of both worlds? I love being spoiled rotten. I press my lips peevishly at Shinku as my energy continues to deplete.
ちょっともしかして。
I wasn't talking to anyone.
何？もしかしてあんたまたお弁当忘れたの？というかさっきから何を一人でブツブツ言ってるの？
Listen, I'm just compartmentalizing, okay? Leave me alone. Just ignore that. I shake my head, then go on. But yes, I forgot to bring lunch. Sad, I know.
そう、またなの。ここまで来ると呆れ果てるわ。
But hey, at least I admitted it today, like you told me to.
そうね、偉いわね。それじゃいただきます。
She reaches into her bag and takes out a box containing her lunch. Please, Mio, baby, all I want is some love.
そんなものは品切れ中よ。
Oh, my grumbling stomach demands nourishment. I'm assuming you won't give me anything at all, no matter how desperately I beg. Nor my plight indeed seems to be in vain. God, I'm starving. My energy is gone completely and utterly.
まったく、しょうがないわね。
Oh, hooray! Huh?
ほら、これ食べていいわよ。
Wow, a yummy food. He pulls out a second lunchbox and places it on my desk. Oh, just for me? Damn, I thought you were gonna have your second lunchbox in the after school. Mio, what is this?
見てわからない？お弁当よ。ユーマの分の。
Oh my god.
どうせこんなことだろうと思って、今日はわざわざ作ってきてあげたのよ。お弁当。
Thanks. I have no words to describe my current emotional state.
何を？
You're my savior. I can only stare, mouth agape, at my childhood friend.
今日はたまたま早くに目が覚めたし、なんとなく気持ちが乗ったし、冷蔵庫に昨日の夕飯の残りがあったし、
Yeah,
ともかく
yeah.
そういうわけだから。
That's what they all say, Mio. I can have this? For real?
ええ、マジよ。
Well, don't mind if I do then. The moment I reach out to take my sweet lunchbox, it mysteriously evades my grasp. Hey, you said I could have it.
うん。一つだけ条件があるの。
Uh-oh. A condition? Not another one.
そう、条件。
Allow me to tutor you. That's what she's gonna say. And that condition would be...
そうね。例えばこんなのはどうかしら。
She raises her index finger, then smugly states her condition.
明日からちゃんとした生活をすることっていうのはどう？
Oh, she wasn't... It wasn't about her. I am not sure I follow.
昨日みたいに午後の授業をまるまるサボったり、遅刻をしたり、そして課題をやらない、試験も本気でやらない、そういった生活サイクルを正しなさいって話。
Listen, I'm the protagonist of an error game, Mio. I'm not... I don't have time to be responsible, okay? I'm busy having sex with women. What do you get about that, Mio? You'll be one of them eventually, whenever I do your route. If you have one. Oof, that sounds like a lot of work for not much gain.
そう？
What did I say?
でも今日はちゃんと遅刻もせずに来たじゃない。いつもは1限目くらいの遅刻は余裕なのに。
Well, in all truthfulness, I only did that because I want to stay on her good side. See, if your motivation is to stay on Mia's good side, then, you know, it might work out.
ユーマはやればできる子なんでしょ？それならやってみせてよ。そうしたらこれから毎日お弁当作ってきてあげるから。
Wait, what? Every day?
そう、毎日。お弁当を一つ作るのも二つ作るのも手間はそう変わらないんだから。
Really?
そんなものよ。それにこれくらいの手間でユーマがちゃんとしてくれるなら私はとても楽になるから。
It will?
そう、昨日みたいに担任からプリントを押し付けられたりすることもなくなるんじゃないかって思うから。
Yeah, that's definitely the reason. Alright, I'll do it. Considering all the factors in this, I can't see any other option but to comply. I'll try and be responsible or whatever, like you want me to, even though I'm still kind of confused about what you mean by responsible.
へりくつ言わないの。
Sorry.
約束。
Huh?
ちゃんと約束できる？
Sure. I promise I'll be responsible.
ならいいでしょ。
Places the box back on my desk.
明日からちゃんと頑張ってね。
Oh, I will. If my reward is getting homemade lunches from you every single day, I could do anything except be responsible because I'm the main protagonist.
言ったわね。
She laughs and lightly smiles at me.
そこまで言うなら楽しみにしてるから。何？
Oh, nothing. For some reason, her smile makes me feel warm inside. Most likely because I really like her smile.
とにかくどこまで続くか楽しみにしてるからね。
Got it. I'm gonna win those lunches. Just you wait. Every dish you make is made with love, Mio. That's why I can't get enough of it. Your cooking.
そんなの品切れ中だって言ったでしょ。
With a huff, she turns around and faces forward. Time to eat. I press my hands together. So good. Oh, how long I've waited to eat her homemade cooking again. Exquisite is the only word to describe it. That was heavenly. After devouring every last crumb inside the box, I closed the lid and handed it back to her. It was superb. Thank you.
お粗末様。
Just to confirm, were you being serious? Were you really being serious when you said you'd make me lunch every day from now on?
本当よ。昨日も言ったでしょ。私は嘘が嫌いなの。ってそんなこと言ってもあんたが覚えてるわけないわよね。
Oh, wow, that's just plain rude. I totally remember that conversation.
ふん。
She squints at me dubiously. But yeah, you've really saved me, Mio. I'll no longer have to starve and go through those near-death experiences anymore.
そう。それは良かったわね。
You're so good at cooking, Mio. I'd put anything made by you in my mouth. Even if it was one of those charcoal lumps you typically see from girls who can't cook for the life of them.
何よそれ。私の料理が美味しくないって言うの？
Oh no. It was absolutely a compliment. I was just trying to say, that I know anything you'd make would taste good. Don't think too hard about it.
あ、そう。
Well, I think it's about time for me to go home. I grab my book bag and stand up.
ちょっとカバンなんか持ってどうするのよ。もう次の授業始まるわよ。
Bro is already breaking his promise. Yeah. I actually just remembered some super urgent business I need to take care of pronto, so I need to leave a little early.
急用？何それ？
So, don't tell anyone about this, but I lower my voice to a whisper. This girl fell down from the sky last night. You could have just said the lighthouse.
は
He stares at me like I'm the most monkey-brained person on this entire planet. Yeah, with an explanation like that, I would look at you like that too.
あ？あんた早退するのなら脳外科にでも寄って帰った方がいいんじゃない？
Nah, my brain's working just fine. I think. I mean, yeah, I see why you'd have cause for concern, but what I just told you is the truth, as bizarre it may seem.
は
My current theory is some top secret mafia-esque organization is out to kill her because she knows too much. Oh, and I also have one more. Maybe like she's some sort of mutant or psychic that was being confined in some research facility and she escaped. But yeah, I'm expecting something along those lines.
バカなの？
I very well might have. Even I lost myself halfway through that inherent rambling. Bro is the king of yapping.
もういいからとっとと帰ってしまいなさいよ。
Yes, ma'am. I slung my bag over my left shoulder. I'm sorry, Mio. I really am. I went back out on our promise, I swear. But I just have to make a bit of an exception today. The bell rings on cue. I quickly strut out the door and exit the building. I wonder if that girl already left. Not that I'd have any qualms with it, but still. I just can't seem to take my mind off the girl I'd left at my apartment. What's gonna happen? Ah.
まだ寝てるな。
Oh. Upon walking inside, we find the girl resting in my bed exactly the same as when we'd left. Question, Shinku. She is sleeping, right?
それはどういうことだ？
What, other than that she's dead? No, I think you know what I'm trying to imply. I'm just worried she might have come down with something serious. Some serious affliction.
なんだよそれは。私の力が信用できないってことなのか？
Her pursed lips indicate she took slight offense to that remark.
私はちゃんと直したぞ。軽い脳震盪を起こしていたようだったけれど、問題はないはずだ。
No, sorry. I'm not doubting you or anything. It's just, well, you know. You told me your power only heals injuries, not diseases. Isn't that right?
それはまあそうだけど。
Oh, so it isn't impossible. I was a bit worried about leaving her here all alone. That's the whole reason I rushed back. But yeah. My concerns were evidently unwarranted. If she's perfectly fine, then that's great. No reason to fuss.
それはそうだな。
I was hoping she'd be up so I could have her explain herself. But the way things are now, I'm essentially just wasting time by being here.
戻るか、学園に。
I don't think that's a very good idea. ruminate over my options. Is that I put my phone again?
どうするんだ？
Oh, I was just thinking of giving Suzu-san a call.
連絡を？どうして？
Because I'm an indecisive dolt. He can't come up with anything without his master's help. After picking up my phone, I quickly hit the speed dial button. I honestly wanted to help until I got a chance to... Oh, to wait until I got a chance to talk to the girl before consulting Suzu-san. But I guess I won't be able to do that. He suddenly writhes around a slight bit. Oh?
お腹いっぱい。
I slowly lower the hand on with my phone in it. Did she just sleep talk? I talk about a cliche development. She just had to choose the most standard sleep talking line ever, didn't she? So now that I've seen signs of life in her, I decided to hold off on contacting Suzu-san. Come on, wakey wakey. Try jostling her a little.
全然起きないな。
Put a bit more strength into it, but to no avail.
寝起きの悪い人間を無理やり起こす方法ならいくつか知ってるぞ。実際に効果があるかどうかは知らないけれど。
Yeah? I can't say I favor using force. What are we going to do if she never wakens from her slumber? But the very moment that thought crosses my mind, the girl opens her eyelids. It must have been our conversation. Well, the loudness of my voice, to say, I should say. Her eyes flicker. Oh, she's awake. Spit flies on me. I wipe my face.
あれ、ここは。
The girl sits upright and immediately begins inspecting her surroundings.
天国。
Yeah. Nope. You're still in the world of the living. Her eyes meet mine. Good morning. I could tell from the expression of utter bewilderment on her face. She's wondering who the hell I am. Don't just give me that face. Say something.
もしかして。
I'm not God.
変質者。
No. I swear. But why is that the first conclusion you jump to? Yeah?
ここはどこなんでしょうか。状況がよくわかりません。
You're in a house. You know what a house is? Her eyes dart around as she tries to take in her surroundings.
私は確かにあの灯台から飛び降りたはずなのに。
Right, she really did want to die. I see. Yeah, I should probably tell you a few things. I give her a brief synopsis of everything that transpired following her attempted suicide. Naturally, I omit the parts better left unsaid, which is to say, everything involving Shinku's power.
そうですか。それではあなたは私の恩人さんなんですね。
That is naturally what it means. Me?
そうです。命の恩人です。
Maybe. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Despite my smile, I'm still a bit afraid. Afraid that she might not have wanted me to stop her from killing herself. And she'd pull an Incredibles and she'd sue me for saving her life instead of... and ruining her death. I spent a few hours brooding on it last night as well. But I sense absolutely no anger or resentment from her whatsoever.
助けてくれてありがとうございます。嬉しいです。
Much to the contrary, in fact, he's delighted. Oh, you're welcome. I shouldn't pry into her circumstances too deeply. Suicide is a touchy subject, and pestering a person to tell you things against their will, their own volition, is, well, not very respectful. So,
はい、なんでしょう。
you slept for quite a while, huh?
はい。昨晩は徹夜で歩いたので、それで疲れちゃったのかもしれません。実はまだちょっとだけ眠いんです。
Gotcha. Silence. Suffocating silence.
命の恩人さん、私はメガネを持っていなかったでしょうか。
No. Starts to rummage around her kimono fretfully. Glasses?
はい、あれがないと私、ほとんどぼやけて見えないんですよ。近視なんです。
Oh. These be them by any chance? I hand her the glasses case I took from her kimono. Damn, I was gonna sell them off, but you remembered that you needed glasses. Sorry, I went and searched through your sleeves while you were asleep.
ああ、いえ、どうも。
She takes the case from me and proceeds to open it with a gleeful smile on her face.
あれ、嘘、壊れちゃってる。
I don't know what you expected, but that is usually what would happen if you fell from a great height with them. So... Your glasses are? Take a peek inside, and sure enough, they're broken beyond repair. The lens pieces are cracked into numerous fragments. Man, that's pretty bad. Getting them fixed sure won't be easy. Now that I take another look at the case, it isn't very sturdy at all. No wonder that it couldn't fully absorb the impact from last night. The rim, in fact, is also bent in several places.
大事に、大切に使ってきたのに。
Yeah, and unfortunately Shinku can't heal glasses. Say,
Eh?
Are those glasses special to you? Both her words and her actions indicated something to me. That maybe those glasses meant something to her personally. That they were more than just an item of necessity.
いいえ、特には。
What? Oh, okay. What? Really? That's what I'm saying.
はい。
He then stows the case away.
ただのメガネです。どこにでもあるだろう普通のものです。特別なものではありません。ただ。
Yeah?
ただ、これまで暮らしていた場所でのちょっとした思い出くらいは染みついているかもしれません。
Interesting. So, like a memento.
私、自分で言うのもなんですが、物持ちがいい方なんです。
持ち物は大切に使いたいんです。
That's probably wise.
ありがとうございます。だから自分の不注意というか、そういうことで壊してしまったのはちょっとショックだというか。
So you did fall. You didn't jump. You wouldn't call it carelessness if you did attempt to. Makes sense.
ともかくすみません。ご迷惑をおかけしました。命の恩人さん。
She hops out of bed and directs a bow toward me as naturally as can be.
命を救ってもらっておいて何もご恩返しができず申し訳ないのですが、今は見ての通り持ち合わせもなくて。
No, it's fine. You don't have to worry about repaying me or anything. I saved you because I wanted to, plain and simple. Getting a thank you from her is enough of a reward in and of itself, especially since I was prepared for her to chastise me for saving her. So, now that we've gotten that out of the way, we need to discuss some things.
はい。
Where are you gonna go now? I don't want to entertain her, but she may head to the lighthouse again. In that case, can't exactly leave her to her own devices.
私この町に人を探しに来たんです。
What's their name? Who's their name? No. What? Never mind.
助けてもらっておいて詳しい事情はお話しできずに申し訳ないのですが。
What? That's what he said. Before.
とにかくその人を見つけられないと、私はきっとまたあそこに連れ戻される。あんなところに帰るくらいなら私は。
That place? Like... She stops mid-sentence, then hangs her head. Her eyes are fixated on her clenched fists. I scratch my head a bit restlessly. This conversation has gotten a bit too dark for my liking. Oh, do you have any sort of plan?
これから？
Well, you're not thinking of, doing that again, are you?
大丈夫です。
ん？
もうあそこから飛び降りようだなんて思いませんから、私。
Okay. Good.
せっかく助けていただいたこの命です。もう少しだけあの人を探してみます。最後まで諦めずに。
I mean, I guess. Okay.
その人ならきっと私を助けてくれるはずだと思うので。それではお騒がせいたしました。
But who were you looking for? What's their name? The girl stands up uncomfortably and restlessly.
私はこれで失礼しようかと。
A shudder runs through her body. The corners of her lips twist to form a grimace. Everything alright?
あの
She's shivering from head to toe, and her left hand is bruised in between her legs. Is buried in between her legs. What the fuck am I...
お手洗いを貸していただければなと思って。
He needs to take a big shit. What? You gotta go? She pops her head up and down repeatedly. Just the look of sheer fright in her face tells me everything. Go right ahead. She rushes to the bathroom with staggered steps, bumping into the wall several times along the way. She mentioned being nearsighted, and that certainly seems to be the case. Yeah, this is POV, you're nearsighted.
どうも 重ねご迷惑をおかけしてしまって。
After returning from the bathroom, she fidgets around nervously, red in the face, and apologizes. No worries. It's not like you clogged up the toilet or anything, right? You were sleeping for a long time.
はい。それでは今度こそおいとまさせていただきます。
She bows so deeply her head barely avoids smacking into the wooden floor.
ありがとうございました。
So you're gonna ask my name, but okay. Sure, take care of yourself, alright? The girl whose name I still don't know opens the door and scurries right on out without a single glance back. I wanted to offer her my help, but my hesitation got the best of me, and I ultimately kept my mouth shut. I reasoned that if she wasn't willing to tell me anything, then she more than likely wouldn't want my help.
聞くんじゃなかったのか、あの子の話を。
No. Next question. Yeah, well, I was going to, but how do I put it? I'm a pussy. I mean, after I finished saying goodbye to the girl whose name I forgot to ask for, come to think of it, I walked back to my room to find Shinku standing there, appearing somewhat miffed.
そのつもりだったけれど。
Couldn't really tell you why, but I just kind of got the feeling she didn't want me to get involved.
だから聞けなかった。
I guess you could say so.
結局こういう形で別れてしまうなら、あの晩あの灯台の下に置いていってもよかったんだ。こうして中途半端に関わるよりはマシだった。
I mean, I couldn't just abandon her.
どうして？
Well, you know, she has a sprite, which means that she's important.
いや、
He heaves a sigh. Shinku?
違う。うん、違うな。ごめん。ちょっと感情の矛先を間違えた。私が言いたいのはそういうことじゃないんだ。
Huh?
私の言いたいことは実のところ一つしかないんだ。いつだってそうなんだよ。
Which would be...
昨日の夜、あの子の怪我を治した私たちの力がどのように作用するものなのか。
I forgot.
それを忘れたわけじゃないんだろう、ユーマ。
The requirements in the price?
そういうこと。
After a solemn nod, she continues.
この力はあくまでも私たちの願いを叶えるためにある力なんだ。それには特にこれといった名称は存在しないが、あえて言えばこの完全治癒は、ユーマ、私の宿主であるお前の記憶をすり減らすんだ。力を使うたびにね。私の力、完全治癒能力と言ってしまおう。少し恥ずかしいけど、ともかくそれを使うにはユーマの頭の中に蓄積された記憶を、あるいは思い出を消費しなければいけない。それがルールであり代償だ。お前の脳に刻まれた様々な記憶を、そのシーンに伴った情動なども含めて原動力とし使用できる力なんだ。他者のあらゆる負傷を完全に治癒できるこの能力は、それもお前自身が消耗する記憶を取捨することはできない。あくまでも アトランダムに選択され、記憶は消去されてしまう。だから、わかるだろ、ユーマ。
I wasn't paying attention.
この力を使えば使うだけ、お前の頭の中からは、これまで生きてきた思い出がなくなっていくんだよ。お前の過去が消えていく。次々と、際限なく。
Oh well, I guess I'll just have dementia.
人間の精神の尊厳は、過去の記憶の積み重ねで構成されている。というようなことを、誰かが言っていた。
Seems pretty convincing.
そうだな。正しくは人間の人格の構成、またはその連続する存在状況をということになるが、記憶をなくすということは、ユーマはユーマでなくなるという意味なんだ。私はユーマに自分を大切にしてほしいんだよ。安っぽい言葉で申し訳ないけど。
I wouldn't say I'm not valuing myself necessarily. I'm not valuing myself necessarily.
ともかくそういうわけで、私はお前にこの力を誰から構わず乱用してほしくはないんだ。それがたとえ空から降ってきた訳ありげな女の子を拾ったとしても。
Yeah, I understand.
ユーマ、人助けはいいことだし、昨晩のお前の行動そのものを否定しているわけでも、今後はああいうことは禁止してほしいとか、そう願っているわけでもないんだ。私はただ、これからはもっと考えて行動してほしい。その場の感情だけで判断するのではなくて。そして肉体の傷を癒すだけじゃなく、この力のもう一つの効果が。
I get it, Shinku. You don't have to keep going. I fully understand what she was about to warn me of, which consequently serves as proof that I haven't forgotten anything concerning it. The price I paid in order to use her power last night, as well, was well worth the benefit. The memory loss I incurred was nothing major, presumably. Only insignificant details like what I had for dinner last night, or maybe even lunch or breakfast. Sorry, Mio. This is the primary reason I can never remember to bring my lunch. Well, I hope it's just that. Even I realize it sounds like nothing more than a convenient excuse.
とにかく約束してくれ、ユーマ。もうこの力を乱用しないって。じゃないと私は安心できないよ。
Alright. After a curt nod, I take out the diary from my book bag. When I close my eyes and try to draw out memories, what I always end up seeing is that dream. Please. The voice calls to me. I beg of you. Please save us. I write down and complete the diary entry for today. I need to remember, so I don't end up losing everything. With that, my day uneventfully comes to an end, or at least so it should have. Uh. And I find you in the exact same place. What are you doing? I can hardly say I'm surprised.
はい。
Currently early evening time. I was walking along the road leading to the Arashiyama dormitory. As I was passing by the lighthouse, I spotted a certain familiar face. Speechless and exasperated as I was, I couldn't possibly just turn the other cheek. You told me you were going to go search for that person.
その声は命の恩人さん？
She tilts her head quizzically.
あなたこそどうしてこんなところに？
Well, I was just walking along the road when I caught sight of you. I had a teensy tiny feeling that this wouldn't be the last time I saw her when she walked out that door. And would you know it, I was right. Back to my question. Aren't you searching for someone? So, why are you back at the lighthouse again?
それは。
She hangs her head shamefully. Surely you're not thinking of,
違います。もう飛び降りようだなんて考えていません。
Good. That's a relief. So if not that, then what?
はい。探してるあの人について心当たりがあるのはこの場所しかありませんから。
I see.
だからずっと私はここで待っていることにしたんです。あの人に会えるまで。
Oh, okay. That's... Whoa, hold up. How come you're all beaten up? Her knees and arms are covered in light scratches and bruises.
これはそのメガネが壊れてしまいましたから、あれがないと夜になるとほとんど何も見えなくて。
Oh, right, you need those. So I guess as she tried to grope her way through the darkness, she tripped and fell multiple times, essentially. Man, oh man. You sure are a handful. I take her hand. She panics like crazy, but I pay it no mind. Quiet. It'll only take a second. Smell of disinfectant slowly pervades through the nocturnal air.
あれ？嘘。傷が消えてる。
By the time I let go of her hand, those red spots in her arms and knees are no more. I'm able to heal light wounds such as these without the need of Shinku's permission.
これはどういうことですか？
Her eyes flicker.
こんなのまるで魔法みたい。
Right. About that. It's a bit hard to explain.
また後先考えずに余計なことをするから。さっき力の乱用はよしてくれって話したばかりなのに。
It's fine. It's not gonna make me forget everything.
説明しにくい。どういうことなんですか？
Promise me you won't laugh.
はい、何をですか？
I'm actually what you might call a sorcerer. Pretty cool, huh? Silence. Right. Sorry. Give me a second. Well, she sure didn't buy that. I was trying to make it sound like it was a joke. I was trying to make it sound like I was joking. You know, to lighten things up a bit. Well, mainly to distract her, so I wouldn't have to actually tell her the truth. But yeah. Chances are she thinks I'm some delusional nutjob now. The moment the word sorcerer left my mouth, I physically cringed.
今なんて言いました？
Sorry, just forget I ever said that. I meant it as a joke, right? But it totally fell flat. I harp on about it anymore, and I'll be crying in my bed at night.
私は冗談なんかとは思っていませんよ。
Huh? All of a sudden, the girl is staring at me with a grave countenance. That was the word?
教えてください。今なんて言いました？
She tightly clasped my hands. What's gotten into you?
伺います。教えてください。答えてください。あなたはもしかして加上優馬さんでしょうか？
No way! I never would have guessed you're looking for me! What? Did she just...
もう一度問います。あなたは
Wait, stop. How do you know my name?
やっぱりそうですか。間違いないんですね。
She droops her head.
私は
Oh.
私はバカだ。
Huh? What do you mean?
どうしてもっと早く気づかなかったんだろう。私は本当にバカだ。大バカだ。
Wait, slow down. Stop connecting all the dots in your head and give me an explanation. I want her to share what's going on in her mind with me. I'm completely in the dark. What's going on? Why is she calling herself an idiot?
ユーマさん、魔法使いさん、私のことを覚えてはいませんか？
Nah. What do you mean? What do you mean?
あの日、あの時、あの瞬間の私との約束を覚えてはいないでしょうか？
Nah, he probably forgot it after he healed you. What fateful day? What promise?
あの約束があったから、だから私は今もこうして生きていられます。
What is she talking about? I haven't the foggiest idea what she's referring to. I don't, but... In my dream, a voice says to me, let's exchange a promise. Those words instantly come to the forefront of my mind, as it should. I exchange a promise with you.
はい、私はあの日のことを忘れたことはただの一度もありません。
Wait, please just slow down and give me time to process everything. I have a very, very bad feeling about the direction this is heading.
探していました。
What? What?
ユーマさん、私は
Man, what is this feeling?
私はあなたのことを探していたんです。
It feels as though I've been thrown inside a maze with no exit.
探していました。魔法使いさん、私はあなたを探していたんです。
You know, girl whose name I've still yet to learn is tightly clasping my left hand and shows no sign of wanting to let go.
当たり前ですけれど、あの頃と比べてとっても大きくなっていて、気づきませんでした。メガネが壊れてしまって目もよく見えていませんでしたし。
Well, yeah, that's probably the main thing. What do you mean? How far back are you comparing to?
お願いします。約束を忘れたなんて言わないでください。
Our promise, you said?
はい、約束。
Gives a firm, resolute nod.
お願いします。どうか私を助けてください。
No, that's the only thing he did remember. You want me to rescue you? My tone is simply too filled with distraught for me to honestly admit I don't know her. Could you let go of my hand first? Then, after that, please explain all this stuff you've been talking about.
魔法使いさん、もしかして忘れてしまったのでしょうか、私のこと。
Gazes up at me with the look of an abandoned puppy. Okay, I need to be truthful with her. No more lying. I don't actually remember you.
そんな。
Gradually, teardrops begin to well in her eyes. I feel a sharp prickling pain in my chest. I'm sorry, but I have a question for you as well. If you don't mind, why were you searching for me exactly? There are so many question marks floating around in my mind right now. Are you saying this elusive person you've been searching to death for was me all along?
はい、そうです。そうなんです。ユーマさん。
What makes me so special?
十分に不思議です。現にこうして魔法を使われるんですから。
Okay, that's true. I've lost any hope of fooling her now. She knows who I am, and furthermore, she knows of Shinku's power. You're
はい。
you're full of riddles yourself, and I'd really like for you to shed some light on various things about yourself. But for now, you start by telling me why you know my name.
あなたが直接私に教えてくれたんじゃないですか、ユーマさん。
What? When?
あの日、あの時、あの瞬間のこの場所で、あなたは私を助けてくれて、本当に覚えていないんですね。
He is clueless.
私のこと。
He does not know. Sorry.
私も一目であなたとわからなかったから、あまり偉そうなことは言えませんけど。
She has a distant, wistful look in her eyes, like she's revisiting years-old memories. Whereas I, on the other hand, feel a sense of distrust creeping up inside me. Due to the nature of my job, I've developed a habit of being wary around people, often more than necessary.
だけど、この子が何かしらの悪意に関わっているっていうのはちょっと考えにくいと私は思う。直感のようなものだけれど。
Shit. Bro, you need to speed up.
だけど、この子が何かしらの悪意に関わっているっていうのはちょっと考えにくいと私は思う。直感のようなものだけれど。
Yeah, I agree.
そう？何がですか？
Oh, just talking to myself again. You know, the schizophrenia and stuff. Nothing, just talking to myself. But, right. Back to what we were talking about. Tinker was right. She doesn't give off any red flags. Except her red hair. Well, maybe a few. But I don't believe her to be a malicious person. Still, never hurts to be vigilant. Are you sure you've got the right guy? Sure, my name might be Kanoe Yuma, the same name as the person you're looking for, but that has to be a mere coincidence. You're looking for some other Kanoe Yuma, not me. Yeah, the same Kanoe, you know, a different Kanoe Yuma who lives here and made a promise to her so many years back at this lighthouse. You know, different Yuma.
こんな珍しい名前に同姓同名の方がそういるはずがありません。
No, the possibilities at 0. You're not fooling anyone, Yuma. I turn my back toward her in an attempt to bring this conversation to an end. I still don't know what you're talking about, but I'm done here. So if you'll excuse me now, I need to head home. Promise. Changed with a sorcerer. I still don't understand much of anything, but avoiding involvement is probably in my best interest. That's the conclusion I've reached. What? That's dumb. Okay. Have a good night.
ちょっと待ってください。そんな一方的に。もっとちゃんと私の話を聞いた。
I hear an excessively loud crashing sound. She tripped over a rock. Can I ask you a question? I turned back around. She's dead. She fell on the ground, face first, at the full mercy of gravity. She flails around on the ground, holding her nose, all the while squeaking out very odd noises. The ground is perfectly flat. How did you trip over nothing? Are you trying to make me feel sorry for you or something? Goodness gracious. Now your nose is bleeding. After a hefty sigh and roll of the eyes, I squat down and look her dead in the eye. Take better care of your face, okay? And look, jeez, all that blood is dripping on your clothes. No, I'm genuinely impressed that you managed to wander all the way out here despite somehow being prone to tripping on flat ground. Yeah, that's what he's saying. How the hell did you get all the way out here with only like minor bruises and scratches? Oh, yeah, I think you did. Aye. Can I have a handkerchief? You have one, don't you? He nods. Let me see it for a sec. I take it and thoroughly wipe her face. Following that, I invoke Shinku's power, and as usual, the smell of disinfectant spreads. Why did you use her power? Alright, there we go. All better now. She snorts loudly with teary eyes. Sorry, I got your handkerchief a little dirty. I stand up. Girl, still on her knees, gazes up at me with a look of sheer desperation. Like a puppy left out in the rain. Ugh. I heave a sigh. No one's surprised. Do you, want to come with me? I just don't have it in me to ditch this poor girl.
お人よし。
Listen, she's cute, okay? That's all there needs to be. Can't even object to that at this point. Pick up the pace or I'm gonna leave you behind.
待ってくださいよ。真っ暗なんですから、そんな早く歩けませんってば。
Are you sure about that? There are a lot of lights. We've left the lighthouse and are now passing through the deserted nighttime streets of the shopping district.
暗いよ。何も見えないよ。
I walk with an impatient gait while the girl behind my back barely manages to teeter along as she fumbles around to feel where she's going. Bro, at least hold her hand so that she doesn't do that. She runs smack dab into a telephone pole. Then gets her foot stuck in a gutter. And finally falls face first on the ground. The flat, perfectly even ground.
おでこをもろ打ちしました。
Fine. Come on, give me your hand. We're never going to get anywhere at this rate.
はい。申し訳ありません。
I extend my hand out and she takes it.
これなら歩きやすいです。暗闇もどーんと濃いという感じでしょうか。
I never would have guessed. Great. After responding indifferently, I quicken my pace. After a short while, we arrive at our destination, Arashiyama Hall. I swing open the entrance door. Immediately upon stepping in, I discover one Natsume Suzu lying prostrate on the ground, on the floor. Please tell me what in God's name you're doing.
ゆうくん遅いよ。今日は君がお夕飯を作ってくれる日でしょ。
In your mind, it's always my turn to make dinner, even when it's your turn. Would that assessment be correct?
うるさい。私を餓死させる気なんだな。化けて出てやるからな。
Don't put words in my mouth, please. I shouldn't have to take care of you like I'm your mother or something. Try making your own meals sometime. I promise it won't kill you.
いや。
With a huff, this 22-year-old woman child turns her head away.
ってあれ？ゆうくん、その子は一体どこの誰子ちゃん？
After spotting my company, she tilts her head curiously. It's a bit hard to explain. By myself at a loss for words. Actually, I still haven't even gotten her name. How am I gonna explain this to Suzu-san?
ほらほら、こっちおいで。怖くないよ。
It's a lie. Don't trust her. Girl regards Suzu-san with suspicion. It's alright. Don't worry. I know she seems a bit scary at first glance, but she's not a bad person. Go ahead and introduce yourself. The girl stares at me with a frown for a few moments.
そうですか。わかりました。 ユーマさんがそうおっしゃるなら信じます。
She clears her throat, then looks to Suzu-san.
私
She speaks resolutely, here with a hint of timidness still evident.
私は
Okay, hang on a minute. That's not what he wanted. That he was not expecting this.
私は
ユーマさんの嫁です。
I knew you were gonna say that. Huh?
嫁
どうぞごひいきに。
Excuse me? Do you know what you just said?
恥ずかしがらなくてもよろしくてよ、あなた。
I don't know who you think your sweetheart is, but it sure as hell ain't me.
だから
Tugs on my sleeve, gazing at me through her eyelashes.
市役所行きますか？明日にでも。
No thank you. I slap away her hand.
痛い。
She makes a sad face.
なんだかショック。
何それ
Nothing. There is no meaning. I shoot a sidelong glance towards Suzu-san and see her shaking. Suzu-san, everything okay over there?
いやーんずるい私だって嫁になる
Huh? She propels herself at me full force. Whoa there. Dodge on reflex. A failed attempt leaves her sliding across the floor of the interior. Great, now there's two women that you've watched fall over without helping.
なぜにどうしてひどいよ
Sorry, but I'd have to be a billionaire before I'd marry you. True.
もう心も体も痛いなってあれどうしたのその子胸元が汚れてるじゃんか
Yeah. She had a bit of a nosebleed on the way here.
鼻血
Yeah, so if you have any spare clothes lying around that she might change into, that would be greatly appreciated.
うんオッケーそれじゃあこっちにおいでちょうどいいのがあればいいんだけどね
Her reluctance is almost palpable. Don't worry, she has a few screws loose. But yeah, like I said, she doesn't bite.
抜けてるとは随分だなそれにあれって何さ失礼しちゃう
Oh.
でも
Surely you're not gonna keep wearing that outfit with blood all over it. Just do what I'm telling you, alright?
はいユーマさんがそう言うならわかりましたそういたします
She nods.
それではお着替えしてきます
うんそれじゃあ行こうかどんな服が似合うかな
Suzu-san takes her hand and they climb the stairs to the second floor together, albeit with the girl shooting worried glances back at me. At me every other step. And I still don't know her name. While those two are busy, I decide to head down to the basement. After setting the wall clock, I venture off to a foreign world. Arashiyama Hall is no ordinary student dormitory. The basement of this old wooden building is connected to a myriad of different parallel worlds. The reason for this is a bit complicated, so I've been told. Today, the wall clock's hand stopped at 6 o'clock, 48 minutes. It's another new world I've never visited before. But contrary to my expectations, nothing I'm looking for. I can't find that something I've so desperately been looking for, or anything related to it. Please, the voice calls to me in my dream. Please, I beg of you. Please save us. I have to reach that location I keep seeing in the dream, no matter what. The thing I'm searching for is linked to that location in some way. I keep looking and looking, but I can't find anything. Not the thing, nor the location, nor even the tiniest of hints. I know nothing about this something that I'm looking for, save for the fact that I must find it. For that reason, I can't request the dorm manager to find it.
私との約束を覚えてはいませんか?
The face of the nameless girl who fell from the sky flashes across my mind. I made a promise with her. The voice in the dream said precisely that. Let's exchange a promise. I've returned from my excursion and now stand in the dorm's kitchen. Geez, the fridge is practically empty. She could have at least gone shopping or something. As I'm foraging through the pitifully barren fridge, I hear someone enter the dining room. Oh, they're already done? That was pretty fast. I peek into the area from my position here. Sorry, dinner's not ready yet. I'll whip up something quick, so just be patient.
いやいや、今はそんなのどうでもいいよ。それより、これ見てよ、これ。
What's all the fuss about?
ほらほら、見て見て。
Oh my god. Huh? Standing behind the door sill is the girl dressed in her new outfit. Explain this to me. The sight I behold not only suppresses my wildest imaginations, it transcends them.
どうでしょうか? 変ですかね?
She fidgets around, cheeks flushed.
いやーん、かわいい。
Such a cutie, okay.
かわいい? そうですか? ユウマさん、かわいいでしょうか?
I mean, it goes without saying.
ほらほら、感想は?
Why are you acting so smug? I can't make heads or tails of this at all. Why is she even wearing that apron dress? Is that what it is? Then a thought comes to me. Oh god, don't tell me. You used to wear that? Well, this is somewhat unsettling. I feel a terrible nausea overcoming me.
いやいや、さすがにそれはないよ。うん。
But... Great. I feel better now.
安心?
No particular reason.
この衣装はね、少し前に通販でユウくんの変装用にと思って買ってみたんだけど、ちょっとサイズを間違えちゃってたんだよね。だから放置していたわけだよ。
So if it was the right size, you would have worn it. I wish. What? Wait, you wanted to put that on me? Oh, hang on. I read it wrong, did I? Oh, put it on you. Never mind.
そうそう。だからそれを試しに着せてみたらさ、奇跡的にぴったりサイズだったんだよね。これがまたさ。
Yeah, no dice. She's awfully pleased with herself, that's for certain. Back up. Assuming my ears are working properly, you just mentioned something very, very concerning about me in this outfit. Care to explain?
それとね、今日からこの子、ここで飼うことになったから、そこんところもよろしくということで。
Great, wonderful. But what I'm more concerned with is that little remark about you wanting to stick that outfit on. Wait. You said you're keeping her here?
飼うじゃなくて、住むだよね。
What am I hearing? Okay, but that's not what I was trying to ask. I feel a headache coming.
何か話を聞いてみるとさ、この子、行くところなくて困ってるみたいじゃない？
Yeah, that's believable. What?
だからちょっとここに置いてあげられるかどうか管理人に聞いてみたんだけど、別にいいんじゃないの一言で即 OK だったよ。
Would it kill that man to put a bit more consideration into these decisions?
まあまあ、管理人がいいって言ってるんだから問題なしだよ。ねえ、そうだよね。
I mean, like, the face reads that she has no clue how to respond. This is a mess. I felt somewhat left in the dark, like this whole ordeal went down behind my back, which is probably why I have mixed feelings about it. Because it did. It's not like it's that it did.
そんな感じで、ユーマさん、ちょっと急展開ではありますが、どういうわけかこんなことになってしまいました。
Yeah, why is a pretty good question.
私なんかがこんなにもよくしてもらえて、非常に申し訳ない気持ちでいっぱいですが、だけどどうやら私は今日からここの子らしいです。
That's cute. She offers me a light bow, eyes downcast before continuing.
今後ともよろしくお願いしますね、旦那様。
That's where that's from. Hang on. I've heard that voice line somewhere before, and it wasn't this game. I'm not gonna be able to remember where exactly I remember it, but darling.
メイドさんだもん。当然だよね。
I thought Master was the one maid said. Was the one maid say.
ユーマ、実は結構楽しんでないか？
No. Comments like that won't help my image any, so I should probably avoid them from now on.
ユーマさん。
What is it? She leans in and gently whispers in my ear.
私、これからあなたにあの日の約束を思い出してもらえるように頑張りますから。
The promise. Right.
だからその時は、私のことを思い出してくれたその時は、魔法使いさん、
Listen.
どうか私を助けてくださいね。
Listen, girl, I don't think he will ever remember you, because the memory of you has probably been taken by Shinku's power. The girl whose name I still have yet to learn beams with a with a precious smile that seems to me almost transient. A dream. The same dream. Yes. This is a dream. You and I. Let's exchange a promise. Who is she? And who am I? Where am I right now? Finally, different lines that isn't the same fall. Feathers fall as the wind blows, glittering and fluttering. I understand nothing. Nothing of this at all. And there is a reason for that. We have no memories. The shimmering white feathers continuously fall, glittering and fluttering toward the place we seek out. The location where our promise was born. Once there, we will finally reclaim all that we've lost. Uh,
目が覚めたか？
what happened? Why are you asking? When I woke from my dream on that day many years ago, I met a sorceress. Oh. Flashback.
私はシンク。二階堂シンク。お前の願いを聞かせてほしい。
I was in an unfamiliar room, in an unfamiliar body. This translucent girl had materialized from the single item that was laying in this room. A book. Yes, came from within its pages.
お前が私の願いを叶えるために力を貸してくれるなら、そのために必要な力をお前に貸そう。
Oh shit, I did it again. I'm a bit trigger happy. God damn it, where's the friggin... There it is.
お前が私の願いを叶えるために力を貸してくれるなら、そのために必要な力をお前に貸そう。
I was like 2 words away and I clicked it too early. I opened her book and perused over the large bodies of text contained therein. It was an odd, mysterious book, which gave a vivid, detailed account of the life of a girl by the name of Nikaido Shinku. However, it was a poorly written, incomplete story. It lacked both a beginning and an end.
さあ少年、教えてくれ。お前は私に何を望む？
Whenever I would turn a page and read further, I could feel our memories flowing into my mind and playing like the film of a movie.
お前の願いは一体何だ？
She continued to press me for an answer to that one single question. I closed her book, still unfinished reading, and then shut my eyelids as well. What I saw was white, a blinding white. The mind of this person, myself, was blank.
まずは自己紹介から始めよう。私はシンク。二階堂シンク。私はお前の願いを叶えるために、お前は私の願いを叶えるために、ここにある。
My name is... I informed her of the one memory that seemed to be stored within me. The name I believed to be mine. Yuma.
そうか。了解、ユーマ。これから私たちはずっと一緒だ。
Why do I get the feeling that the person who that the main character is not Yuma, but is just someone living through him, like a body swap kind of thing, right? A brain swap. Yuma's body, but it's not his mind. Am I reading too much into this? I don't know. I don't trust anything in this game. There's a lot of unanswered questions, and even the one that I thought was going to be answered was is still up in the air. That was how our story began. Chapter 2. Minami Kana does not cry. Smile on me.
おはようございます、ユーマさん。
It's morning. As I'm passing by the front gate of Arashiyama on my commute to school, I catch a glimpse of who else but the girl from yesterday.
これから学校ですか？
She'd been assiduously... am I saying that right? Assiduous... Whatever. Assiduously sweeping the ground as in front of the building with an old bamboo broom before she spotted me. I end up staring at her silently without really meaning to. The events from yesterday come back to me. The girl who fell from the sky, her identity is shrouded in mystery, but for some reason she knows me.
どうかしましたか？何かついてるでしょうか、私の顔に。
No, your face is fine. I'm just a little unsure how to interact with her.
ユーマさん？
Sorry, I was just wondering if you'd taken a liking to the outfit.
はい、とてもとてもお気に入りです。綺麗で可愛くて、見た目よりもずーっと涼しくて、着心地がいいんです。
Great. I'm glad to hear that.
それに、この服を着ていると、なんだかちょっと自分が仕事のできる女になったような、そんな気がしてくるんです。全くの気のせいだって分かってますけど。
He smiles bashfully.
それに、今はこの服以外に着替えがありませんので。
Yeah, come to think of it. I frowned questioningly at the girl's odd giggling. What's the matter?
本当のところを言うと、この時間にユーマさんがここを通るからと夏目さんに教えてもらったので待っていたんです。
And you did some sweeping while you waited?
はい、そうです。お掃除をしながらユーマさんとこうしてお話できるかなって思って。
You wanted to talk to me about something?
はい、そうなんです。お話です。
I the girl standing before me. Oh, okay. I could tell that I'm still a bit wary of this odd girl who I still know next to nothing about. And because of certain decisions made yesterday that were out of my control, it seems I'm going to be seeing her quite regularly.
それは助けたのを後悔していると。そういうことなのか？
Yes, I mean, not exactly. They're two completely different matters.
何がですか？
He stares at me blankly. Sorry, just talking to myself. So what's up? You said you wanted to tell me something?
あ、はい。お弁当をですね、作ったんです、私。
Uh-oh. This is gonna be a bit weird since Mio wants to make me bento so badly. You made lunch for me?
はい、ユーマさんにお弁当をです。
Beaming from ear to ear, she reaches into what appears to be an eco bag dangling from her arm and takes out a box.
私、ユーマさんの好きな食べ物とかは知らないですけど、
Okay.
もちろんそういうのは今から知っていくつもりですよ。できるだけあなたのお役に立ちたいって思いますし。ともかくお弁当作ったんです。お口に合うかどうかわかりませんが。
The box she's holding is somewhat small and wrapped in a blue cloth.
だけど一生懸命作りました。それはそこのところは本当なんです。
Oh my god, she's so cute. Now I'm gonna feel bad for Mio. She spent all that time making a second lunchbox just for Yuma, and now this girl's stealing it from her. I don't know her name. I forgot it from the opening. He appears somewhat embarrassed about it.
お昼に食べてくれたら私嬉しいんです。
Lunch? For me? This quite unexpected turn of events has me staggering a bit. I stare fixedly at the bundle.
あの
Seeing that, she starts fidgeting.
私何か間違えましたでしょうか？
Sorry. I don't need it. Come on, Yuma. Do it out of courtesy.
どうしてですか？
Almost spontaneously, tears begin to well in her eyes. Oh, not this. Suzu-san taught me to never accept food from strangers. So that's a bad. I can't take. Bro, what do you mean? You're not even strangers anymore. You're roommates at the least.
あなたは小学生ですか？
Well, look, it just feels weird receiving this all of a sudden.
それに私は知らない人ではないでしょ？
Yeah, we're not strangers. You're girl, not stranger. We kind of are. I mean, I don't even know your name.
名前、あ、そうですよね。ユーマさんは私のこと覚えていないんですよね。
Did you? Because didn't you mention last night that you're like, I'll wait until you remember my name or something like that? Or was I also misreading that one? I simply can't respond after seeing that somber expression on her face.
それでは自己紹介を。
She slightly lifts the cuff of the skirt part of her outfit and does a little twirl for me.
私は南かなと申します。
There we
どうぞ
go.
よしなに。
Don't worry, I completely remembered your name from the opening. Yep. After which she bows. That's cute. So, Minami-kan is your name.
はい、全くの偽名ですが。
Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah? All the trust she's managed to build with me over the past day disappears in that single instant. The girl, Minami Kana, that is, then clears her throat in an exaggerated manner.
そういうわけで、ここで私、宣言させていただきます。
Huh? Declaration of what? Of love.
はい。私、南かなは、本日より、いいえ、昨晩より、ユーマさん、あなた様専属のメイドとして、身の回りのお世話をさせていただくことになりました。
That's worse than a declaration of love. I'm flabbergasted. Hey, that's what I say. Completely and utterly flabbergasted. Is this girl crazy?
ですから、
Her cheeks then dye a scarlet shade.
夜は優しくお願いします。
I don't... What? I wanted to scream, what the fuck, at the top of my lungs. Oh, how I did. But I managed to keep the that raging desire in check. That being because I can sense a certain ominous presence behind her. A presence I am all too familiar with. Call it a hunch, if you will. A simple hunch with no logical basing whatsoever. But one that will most certainly prove to be true. Can I, ask you something?
はい、何でしょうか、旦那様。
I was just wondering if you fully comprehend the meaning of what you just said.
はい。
Her eyes blink in confusion.
何がですか？
The knowledge of, well, that line in particular. Who instructed you to say it?
この服を貸してくれたのと同じ方です。夏目さんです。
I never would have guessed. Right.
今みたいに言えば、ユーマさんはイチコロだよって。
Okay. Say, is she inside right now? Leave it to her to pull such a stupidly pointless practical joke. I won't be satisfied until I've given her a good piece of my mind.
いいえ、いらっしゃいませ。朝早くに出て行かれました。
She fucking ran! She knew what she was doing. Where to? Do you know?
急いで出て行かれたようなので、行き先はわかりません。
Alright. Fleeing the scene of the crime, huh? Well, how do I say this? Minami Kana.
はい、なんでしょう。
Right. I can tell you're a very sweet, well-mannered girl, and that's great. However, if you want my honest opinion, I think you ought to be less blindly trusting of people.
素直？
Yeah, but you can't just take everything everyone says at face value without... She has a dopey grin on her face. I mean, listen, Yuma, what do you expect from someone who declared declared herself as your wife? What?
褒められてしまいました。素直だって。
Oh, how I wish I could have the kind of optimism she does. I can hardly lecture her now. Right, and I need to give the very sweet Nanami Kana a piece of advice. But before that, do you care if I call you Kana? If I just call you Kana?
はい、もちろん。
She smiles in delight.
義務
Right, I will. Moving on. So, as for my advice,
はい。
do yourself a favor and tune out everything that comes out of Suzusan's mouth.
相手にしない？
When that woman finds herself feeling bored, she has a tendency to dabble in mischief, and nothing is worse than an experienced prankster.
は
Basically, that's something you'll need to constantly be aware of if you're going to live in this dorm. Understood? Understand?
あ。はい。心得ました。OK です。
Good. Her obedient nature makes this so easy. Now I won't have to worry about wasting the precious little energy I have throughout the day. Alright, I'm off to school then. I swing around and get ready to walk off. Have fun with the sweeping. Oh, and when Suzu-san arrives back, you can tell her I'm here around evening. I'll be here around evening.
お弁当は？
I wish I want to so badly, but Yuma's a bitch. I swing back around. Do I have to? Yes. Rip. Alright, I'll take it. Thank you. I take the box lunch from her hands. So please, please don't cry.
泣きそうなんかじゃありません。
Maybe not, but I don't know. Sniffling in between your words sure isn't helping your case.
私、泣いてなんか言いません。絶対に。
Well, alright then. For some reason, the girl Minami Kana, that is, stop saying that, just say Kana. It'd be surprisingly stubborn, very specifically when it comes to being accused of crying. All the morning's dull, insipid classes are now over with, meaning it's lunchtime. I recall that I have a boxed lunch from Kana, currently resting in my book bag.
ちゃんと食べられるものだったらいいな。
I ignore her teasing.
ユーマ、
I'm definitely gonna be given a choice, aren't I? Between Kana's lunch and Mio's lunch. My childhood friend turns around and shoots me a glance, right as I was in the middle of taking out Kana's lunch from my book bag.
今日はお弁当ちゃんと持ってきた？
Actually, you'll never believe it, but
なんてことをユーマに聞くのはちょっと無粋よね。
she's so adamant to give you a lunchbox. Oh my god. Stop making me feel bad. What? What's that?
ユーマがお弁当を忘れなかった日なんてこれまでほとんどなかったもんね。
Yeah, and actually,
大丈夫。わかってる。わかってるから。今日も忘れたんでしょ？
the thing is, I actually didn't for once in my life. But I've missed the window I had to admit that to her. What now?
だけど感謝してね。
Listen. This is what you have to do. As a man, you need to eat both lunches. At least eat one now. If you can't eat both, you will have to eat it before going back home, okay? Eat the other one before going back home. Huh?
約束したから。だから今日もユーマの分のお弁当作ってきたから。
Well, this is quite the predicament. What am I supposed to say to her?
素直に言えばいいじゃないか。 持ってきましたって。
I mean, true. Could, yes, I could, but...
何？
Huh? Why'd you ask?
不満そうな顔。
What? That's absurd. What reason could I possibly have to be unhappy right now?
そう？それなら、はい、どうぞ。
Making no mention of my awkward stumbling, Mio places 2 boxes atop my desk. What? How come there's 2? What is the meaning of this? Couldn't be what I think it is, could it? I'm going to ask this just in case, but
何？
is this an indication that you want to scoot your desk up against mine so we can eat together like BFFs? But just as I was in the process of confirming with her. Huh? Hang on, what's going on? Some sort of shrill microphone feedback sound echoes from somewhere. Judging by the direction the noise is coming from, it should be around where the school gate is. What's going on out there? The same sound repeats. Then a thunderous voice, loud enough to be heard throughout the entire school, booms out. Oh my god! Oh!
旦那様はいずこですか？
Kana, what are you doing?
バカ！何すんの？唾が散ったじゃない。
I'm sorry, Mio. I plastered my face against the window. She's so cute. And what I spot near the school gate is a single girl standing there, feet rooted in place.
南かなだったかな？
Fake name, but yeah. What? Wait, this isn't time for that. What the fuck is she doing?
お箸を忘れてお出かけのユーマさんはどちらでしょうか？
My self-proclaimed wife uses the megaphone, I'm assuming, in her hand to blast my name for the whole school to hear.
何あれ？旦那様？
Here comes the scrutinizing glare.
あなたの可愛い嫁がわざわざお弁当を届けにやってまいりましたよ。
Oh! Nothing she says is helping my situation.
嫁？嫁ね。
No! She's just self-proclaimed. Her eyes further narrow.
何？バカなの？
Sorry, Mio, but I just remembered something really urgent I need to take care of.
そうですよね。
Listen, it's unrelated to Kana. I mean, that girl at the near the school gate. So I'll need to.
行ってくれば？
Yes, I hop up from my seat. After exiting the classroom door, I fly down the hallway. You little, what the hell do you think you're doing? Ah! The feedback. Giant nails are being stabbed into my eardrums. Turn that thing off now. How did you even get that thing?
ユーマさんにお箸を届けに行くと言ったらちょうど帰ってらした夏目さんが これを持たせてくれました。
Why would you listen to her? Suzu-san, I'm going to kill you. Is this her idea of a joke?
これを使って今みたいにして呼べばユウマさんは飛んでくるよって夏目さんが教えてくれて。
I mean, she's right, but not for the reason Kana is thinking. I squat down right where I stand. What do I need to do to quell this burning rage inside me?
夏目さんはこれを使えばわざわざユウマさんの教室をこちらから探す手間も省けるからって。
Well, yeah. Anybody would come flying out here after what you just did. This settles it. I'm convinced without a shadow of a doubt.
ユウマさん、
This girl is quite evidently lacking in a certain department. She is very airheaded. May I say clueless.
大丈夫ですか？
But I love her regardless. I have to stifle my seething anger to avoid shouting, I don't know. What do you think at her? I believe I already asked you this morning, but is that, is Suzu-san at the dormitory right now?
夏目さんですか？
Yes, I am. The need... the need has arisen for she and I to have a little what you might call fist-to-fist talk. So is she there or not?
いいえ、多分いないと思います。
Right. She's not? How come?
はい、私にこの拡声器を貸してくれてからすぐにお昼ご飯を調達してくると商店街へ向かわれましたから。
Ah, okay. I suppose I'll have to devise a plan for how to enact my revenge now.
ユウマさん、
What is it?
私何か間違えましたか？
Is that a serious question? I can only sigh. Wrong doesn't even begin to describe the kind of... At that point, I stop myself. Whatever, I'm done. I scratch my head. I can't even bring myself to give a damn anymore. Can I say something, Kana? After a deep, deep breath, I ask her that.
はい、
Trust to you is not something that is earned. It's something that comes naturally. You assume everyone means good with what they say. They're kind-hearted. And that in and of itself isn't a bad thing. You could even say it's a virtue. But do you still remember the advice I gave you this morning?
今朝
Right. I told you not to listen to anything that Suzu-san tells you. That Kana is an ironclad rule.
はい、でもこうしたらユウマさんが喜ぶからってそう言われたのでつい。
I have a very, very strong urge to ask her if she has even a modicum of common sense in her, but I keep those desires in check. I don't need to brag or anything about self-restraint. Or anything, but self-restraint is hard. Very hard. I'm honestly quite proud of myself.
ごめんなさい。ご迷惑をかけてしまったみたいで。
She seems crestfallen. I know she had no bad intentions. She's just gravely lacking in the common sense department. You can't even say she simply doesn't have much. There isn't any there, period. It isn't that that she chooses not to be prudent. She has no idea what being prudent even means. Anyway, that's my conclusion for the time being. It's a bit of an exaggerated way to put it, but I mean, you are a girl I literally found falling from the sky. Shouldn't come as too much of a surprise that she's a bit loony. Right. There's nothing strange about it. No point in getting upset with her about it. It's all her fault that she's this way. Well, if there's a lesson behind all I just said, it's that you should take my word over Suzu-san's. Always. No exceptions.
ユーマさんを
Yep. I should at least have more common sense than she does. Well, not by much, if I'm being honest. But you get the point.
はい、わかりました。
She nods in approval.
私はユーマさんの言うことだけを信じます。
Does she really understand what I've been saying? What I've been trying to say? I don't believe so. Well, whatever. Thanks for the chopsticks, by the way. You came here to bring them to me, didn't you? Be careful on your way back. I assume you know the way since you managed to get here. But still, never hurts to... That's when I happened to notice the scrapes on her kneecaps. Yeah, did you forget that she needs glasses? How'd you bang your knees up?
傷?
Just look at them. They're all full of bruises and scratches. How'd that happen? I'm a little worried that she might have some difficulties getting here. Might have had some difficulties getting here.
これはなんて言ったらいいのか。
She fidgets around, embarrassed.
ここに来る前にたくさんこけてしまいました。
You tripped?
はい。通算すること25回の転倒です。
I'm sorry, you fell how many times again? I can't believe my ears. I simply can't.
いえ、ちょっと待ってください。
Huh? What for?
5回です。
Okay. For what?
今の話の流れだけを聞いていたら、まるで私がアホの子みたいですが、違います。それは全くの誤解です。
My mouth was in the motion of saying to her, you aren't? But luckily I managed to catch myself before it slips out.
メガネが壊れてしまいましたから、あまり視界が良好ではないんです。
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
だから決しておつむがかわいそうな子ではないんです。
She sticks out her chest with pride.
私、やればできる子なんです。
Great. My eyes are focused on the chopsticks case I have in my hand. Right. It's just the glasses. Thanks, Kana. She had to endure so much pain just to deliver these chopsticks to me. I didn't see it myself, but that's what seems to have happened. That being why I felt the need to thank her. Even if you have misgivings for the person, you might still show gratitude where gratitude is due. Give me your hand.
手を
I'll only take a second. I take her hand myself. A disinfectant smell pervades through the air. Does it hurt anymore?
はい、痛くないです。ありがとうございます。
I probably should have told you this earlier, but
はい、
Please don't tell anyone that I can do that.
誰にもですか？
Yeah, not even Suzu-san knows. It'll be our secret. Can you do that? Good. I give a lazy nod, then look off in the distance. Ready to head back? I lead her by hand and walk us in the direction of the school gate.
帰る？
Mm-hmm. Oh, I sent her back all on her own. Who knows how many more scrapes she'd end up with. Oh, by the way, have you already eaten lunch?
いいえ、まだですけど。
Okay, let's stop by the shopping district first and get you something to eat.
でもユウマさん、学校の方はいいんですか？
I don't take school too seriously.
そうなんですか？
Uh-huh.
テストで0点を取るくらいには不真面目だよな。
Bro! We don't talk about that.
でも、カバンとかはいいんですか？
Yep, I brought it out here with me. No worries. And we thus leave the school. Once back at the dorm, I waste no time in getting to lunch. Alright, let's see what we have in here. Oh my god. Pull off the lid of Kana's lunch for me. Ooh, nice. Looks pretty good. I won't lie. I have somewhat prepared to be greeted by a cooking catastrophe. Which is exactly what makes this such a pleasant surprise. I can't wait to try this.
そうですか。恥ずかしいです。
That praise is well deserved. Kana's squirming nervously off to the side. Her lunch, by the way, is a pre-packaged meal we brought for her at a deli in the shopping district. Okay, let's begin. I press my hands together, then sample a bite. I was prepared for nice, delicious food. That's the impression I got from it visually, but oh, how naive I was. I knew it was gonna be shit. In the twinkling of an eye, sweat is pouring down my face. The chopsticks still remain stuck in my mouth. Good God, what the hell did I just put in my mouth? Her food can only be described as having a preposterously grotesque taste. What did she put in this?
どうですか？美味しいですか？ユウマさん？ちょっとユウマさん、どうしたんですか？
I think you killed him. The life comes back to me once she jostles me. I swear my soul was this close to being drained from my body.
魂？
He stares at me curiously. You know what? I bet she went to grab the sugar and she grabbed the salt instead. Kana, did you taste this stuff before you gave it to me?
味見？どうしてですか？
Is that a serious question? Most people taste test their stuff when cooking.
普通って何ですか？
Everyone? That's a bit of a difficult question to answer. I find myself struggling to answer this unexpectedly pedantic response.
女の子が好きな人のことを思って作る料理は無条件で美味しくなるものですよね。
Yeah, that's usually if they can see the ingredients, yes. I think I finally get it. There's a whole lot of things I want to say, but yeah, I think I finally have a solid grasp on what normal is for you.
違うんですか？もしかして美味しくありませんか？
It's not really what I would call. My honest impression is just about to seep out of my mouth, but before I could finish, this bitch is forming her eyes. Yes, it was so great, super duper delicious. Ah shit, am I lying to her? After closing my eyes and preparing for the worst, I take a piece of this food so deadly it nearly ripped my soul out of from my body and plop it into my mouth. My mind feels like it's being viciously violated. To put this into perspective, this torture was so gruesome that it made me want to forsake my own manhood. I forced my throat to swallow, bite after bite, and finally, it's all gone. Oh. Stars. I'm seeing stars. Ah, shit. Never before would I have imagined that a single meal could bring a person this much pain.
ユーマさん。
I'm gonna die. What? Forcing my scrunched face into a smile, I reply.
おかわりありますよ。幼なじみのお弁当を一緒に食べなかった罰が当たったんだな、きっと。
Yeah, too bad you abandoned the childhood friend you know makes good lunches because she literally eats them herself to to eat the food of your self-proclaimed wife who has not tasted her food and is blind without her glasses, which she does not have. Oh wow, I totally forgot about that. Sorry, Mio. Yeah, me too. Sorry. At that point, a random thought pops into my mind. We live in a wonderful, fair world